Hi everybody, welcome to today's video. If you're new here, my name is Tiana, and if you're returning, it is so nice to see you again. I am currently in the middle of renovations, so if this video is a little dark, I typically like to film elsewhere, but today we are working with what we've got. I have had these products now for about a week, and I've used some of them, and some of them I haven't used, only because I know that if I were to take it out of the box and take it out of the packaging, I would have products everywhere. I'd forget what I purchased and then I wouldn't be able to show you. So I just want to sit down and share with you everything that I purchased during the Sephora VIB sale. I spent just over $300. I used a lot of my points and I also used like $10 off. And then I used their coupon code, so it did bring a lot down. If you watched my Sephora wishlist video, I basically got everything category wise that I like needed and wanted. But it was funny because let's say I really wanted a new mascara. Instead of me purchasing a mascara, they had mascaras from like their insider points. So I just used my points to get one of those. If I wanted like an eye cream, I put one in my cart and then I would go take a look and see if I could use any of my points to get an eye cream from my points. So that's kind of how I did it this time, because I did actually purchase quite a bit of stuff, especially because I am getting married this year. So I do need quite a few products, a lot of skincare, a lot of hair care, and a lot of backup makeup products. The only thing that I didn't pick up that I kind of wish I did was a primer, but that's okay. I'll go get one at the drugstore. And then the only other thing that I could think of that I wanted, not needed, but wanted, was a highlighter, and I was contemplating getting one. I was going back and forth, back and forth. There wasn't one in the point. There was one that I could purchase from like Sephora that was on sale, but I just figured if I really want a highlighter, I can purchase one from the drugstore. So let's not make this too lengthy. Let's just get into everything that I purchased. Let's start off with one of my favorite purchases. So I love to purchase either a makeup, hair care, skincare, a fragrance set, like the Sephora like sets, their favorite sets. I like to purchase one every year. It's something that I just love doing, because then I'm able to try different brands, different products, and see what I like, see what I don't like. And typically they're like smaller versions, so I'm able to get through them a lot faster. So when I seen that they had this in stock, I was like, yeah, and a lot of the stuff that was in here was stuff that I actually needed. So let's go through this really quickly. This was $58. The retail value is $163 Canadian. This was the whole reason actually why I even chose this one. This is the Orbi Dry Texturizing Spray. I am going to need something like this for my wedding day, so I figured, why not pick it up now and try it out and see if I like it. The next item is the Amika the Wizard Silicone Free Detangling Primer. I have been using this so much and I love it, and I love the scent, and that's full size. So it was really nice that we got a full size of that. The next item is the Away Wave Spray. And I've used this a lot, love the smell, and this actually works beautifully for my hair. I have really wavy hair naturally. It's probably hard to see today because I washed my hair 2 nights ago, but I do have really wavy and long hair, and I feel like when I spray that in my hair, it really helps with the waves. And I like how you're able to use it dry or damp. Then the next item that I've been really wanting to use, and I think I'm going to use this very soon, this is the Curlsmith Curl Defying Styling Gel. I do have wavy / curly hair, so I'm really interested in seeing if this is going to help kind of bring out the curls in my hair, because it's easy to bring out the curls in my hair, but because it's so long and thick, it gets weighed down easy. So I'm curious to see how that is. This is a Kerastase Elixir. I've used this a couple times, love the smell, and I love it. I love Kerastase hair products, so I'm really glad that I was able to get that. I really wanted to get their, like, I think it was their oil drops or glazing drops, but it was kind of expensive, so I just thought I'd go with this whole kit for basically the price of one product. Then I got the Living Proof Hair Day Style Refresh Mist. This is something that I've been really wanting to try between hair washes. I just haven't had the chance yet, so I think I'm actually going to try this like tomorrow and see how it kind of freshens up my hair. This is a product that I've used a couple times. This is the Olaplex Bond Smoother. It's their leave-in treatment. It adds moisture, strengthens, reduces frizz. I so far have really been enjoying this, and I do think it does everything that it claims. My hair, since using a lot of these products, I found my hair is a lot less staticky and it's a lot less frizzy, and it is a lot like smoother and just healthier looking and feeling. Now again, I've only had these for about a week and I've only played around with a few of them a couple of times, so I'll have a better idea in like empties videos, but as of right now, everything in that kit that I've purchased I love. And then this is the last thing. It's the Messy by Ollie Webb, and it's the I Am Enough Rough Day Style Cream. I am so excited to use this. I am a sucker for orange. I love orange, and this like coppery color I love. I could honestly see myself buying the full size of this if it's in the same packaging because of the color. But that was everything that I ended up getting from this kit. I personally found for myself this was worth it. I was really looking for like those little products for my hair to help with the static, the frizz, the moisture, and everything like that. And I feel like that kit was everything, and I can use it now and I can use some later, and that's exactly what I needed. So now let's get into everything else that I purchased. So then I ended up choosing the Clinique Sephora Beauty Insider like kit. So it came with the Take the Day Off Charcoal Cleansing Balm, and that's one of the reasons why I picked it. I also picked it because it comes with the Clinique High Impact Mascara and the All About Eyes Eye Cream. So I picked it because I needed all of these three. I wanted a cleansing balm, I wanted a mascara, and I wanted a eye cream. And so far I have only played around with one of the items. I thought this was cute. Just their little thing saying this is what you're using your points for. So anyway, I have the three products in here so I can finally take them all out. So I have been using the Clinique Take the Day Off Cleansing Balm. I don't like this, and I found that it broke me out a lot. This is what it looks like. I'm not a fan of the smell of it. It just has that, like, I guess, charcoal smell. I don't like how it's charcoal because it makes everything really dark, and it almost leaves that color on like my washcloth and stuff, and I really have to make sure I take it off my face properly because it could like, it leaves it darker. And I found after using this 2 or 3 times, I started breaking out here and my skin started feeling really sensitive. I was going to use this for my body, but I honestly don't think that my body would like it. So I think I'm going to pass this on to someone who could probably use it more than I will. Like, I know one of my sisters or maybe like a friend or something, because I did only use it, I think I only used it twice. 3 times I think is a stretch. I know I used it once and it was okay, and then I used it the second time and I really started noticing a lot of acne and just sensitive skin. So this was not good for me, but it's kind of nice because I didn't use my money on it. I used points. So I was really hoping that it would work because I really wanted like a little cleansing balm, but that's it. Then the next item is the Clinique High Impact Mascara. So this one here, it's just a nice little mini. I'm going to be doing a lot of different like traveling and stuff soon, and I wanted to just purchase my year's worth of mascaras now so that I can kind of rotate them throughout the year. I have about 1 or 2 more months left with my current mascara, and then I'm going to switch it out, and then I can start using my minis. The reason too I got the minis was because it's easy to bring with me. I don't need to bring a full mascara. I can just bring a little mini, and yeah, so I have the little mini mascara, and then this I actually used on the back of my hand, and I'm so excited to start using it under my eyes. So this is the Clinique All About Eyes. So this one here reduces circles and puffs. So I used this on the back of my hand, and it was so nice and hydrating and cooling, and I really, really like it. So I'm very excited to start using it under my eyes because I feel like this is something that I'm going to really love, and my skin's going to just want to soak in. I used it on the back of my hand, and my hand was so just moisturized and it felt smooth, and I really enjoyed it. So I remember I tried testing this on the back of my hand too, and it was kind of irritated. So that's why I'm a little iffy on using it on my body. So I'm just going to pass this on and keep these two. So basically these were like 250 points each, which I'm not mad about. I believe this was one of their like samples or something like that that you could choose. So this is the Bumble and Bumble Hairdressers Invisible Oil Primer. It's their heat protector. So I am very excited to play around with this one. I like how it's mini. Again, when I go places, I can just plop it in my bag and go. And then this is the biggest reason why I chose this one. So this is the Bumble and Bumble Thickening Spray. So again, it's going to be perfect for when I try out doing my own hair for my wedding. So these are the two items that I'm going to play around with a little bit, but then if they work, I'm just going to tuck them away and not use them because I don't need a lot for my hair. I just need something like very minor, and I think that these will work really good. And then if I feel like they're not enough, then I can go and purchase a powder. But I feel like between these two, one of them should be good. I have tried Bumble and Bumble before, and I do really like their hair care products. So I am very excited to try that one. I'm just going to start kind of reaching in the box now. So this is the Inkyless Hyaluronic Acid. I have repurchased this probably a handful of times now, and I really, really love it. I just got a small bottle of it, and I'm excited to bring this back into my rotation because I haven't had a hyaluronic acid in so long because I've been waiting to stock up. So now I have one, and then this is what I have been using to replace the charcoal cleansing balm. This is the Dermalogica Pre-Cleanse. So the Dermalogica Pre-Cleanse is such a beautiful skincare product because it takes off all of the makeup. It's a really nice oil, but I don't find it to be too heavy, but it's not too light either. Like, it's a beautiful balance. I absolutely love it. And this is something that I use almost every time that I've had my makeup on since I got it. So I use this one twice, and then since I noticed it was breaking me out, I switched over to this one. I'm going to be sad when I finish this one, but now that I know that I like it, I am going to keep it in the back of my mind because it just makes taking off makeup so easy. So this one here has been a game changer, and again, I did use my points on it. I've always liked Dermalogica products. They're just so expensive. So I feel like if I can use my points on it when I can, I might as well. The next item I got is the Inkyless Retinol Serum. So this one here, I have been seeing on Sephora for a while, and I've been looking for something to help with like fine lines and wrinkles, and this was on sale for like $15, so I thought, why not try it? Again, it helps reduce the visible signs of aging, so I am going to give this a try. My skin is really, really sensitive, so if this does break me out and it's not my favorite, I might return it for that reason. I know it does take time for people's skin to get used to things, but I'll know after using it for like a use or two if it's going to be good for me. I wanted to pull this out and use it. The only reason why I didn't was because this irritated my skin. So then I didn't want to put this on. So anyway, I ended up purchasing this. I'm really excited to try it because I'm just looking for something very easy and basic for my skin. I don't need anything too harsh, so I think that that will work really well. The next item is just a backup. So this is the Fluff and Fix Brow Wax from Sephora. I currently have one in my makeup collection. I would say I'm about halfway done that one. I picked this up solely as a backup, so I'm not even going to open it. But I know that throughout the year I have a lot of different appointments and events, and I'm going to run out of it. So I figured, why not pick up the backup now so that when I need it, I'll have it. I am so excited for this product. This is the Sephora Firm and Lift Plumping Day Cream with peptides and hyaluronic acid. It's for all skin types and even sensitive. Anyway, here is the packaging, and this is the cream. I actually ran out of my face cream very recently. I only have a little bit left of it, and it's in like a pump jar, so it's very hard to get out. But here's the backstory. When I went on a trip this winter, I ended up just bringing my Sephora eye cream that is in this packaging and in like the same formula. I brought the eye cream because I was only going to be away for like 4 days and I didn't want to bring a whole bunch of moisturizers when I could just bring my eye cream, use it all over my face, use up the eye cream a little quicker. Like, it was perfect. I loved how that made my skin look and feel. It was so moisturized, it was so hydrated, it was so glowy. I loved it. So when I got back and I started using my other moisturizer, while it was really good, it didn't compare to this one, but in the eye cream version. So I decided to pick this one up here to try, and it's like dedicated for your face. So I'm really excited to see how this one is. It's in a pot, which I'm not like the biggest fan of, but I think it'll be fine. Because I do fly through face creams, but I am so excited to use this one. I'll let you guys know how this is. I know face moisturizers are such a hit and miss because sometimes it's almost like they don't do enough or sometimes they do too much. And I loved how my skin looked when I was on holidays. So hopefully this one here will kind of give the same results that the eye cream did. Let's talk about the 2 samples that I got. I'm actually kind of surprised that I got samples because either I'll choose samples and they'll send me completely different ones or they won't send any at all, which I always get annoyed with. So I got the Summer Fridays Pink Dew Gel Cleanser. I have never tried Summer Fridays, so this will be exciting for me. And then I also got the Clarins Total Eye Lift. Again, looking for something for like fine lines and wrinkles. So I thought that this would be fun to try as well. And I'm happy that I was able to get the 2 samples that I chose. I'm actually really surprised too because when I went on to do my shopping, I would say like 98% of everything that I wanted was in stock, which doesn't typically happen for me. So I was really happy. Let's get into another repurchase. This is the current mascara I'm wearing. I've repurchased this probably 10 times now. I really, really love it. The Sephora mascaras always really work well for me, and I always like to purchase them when they're on sale so that it makes them a little bit cheaper. So now I basically have my year's worth of mascara here, which is perfect because I used my points on this one and this one was on sale. The next item is a repurchase for me as well, and I'm so excited to start using this again. It is the Oat Cleansing Balm by the Inkey List. My face has missed this. This is so hydrating. It's so gentle on the skin. This is perfect to help with removing makeup, and it helps with cleaning sensitive skin. I love this stuff. It's so good on the skin. It comes out really thick and you don't need to use a lot of it. I feel like if you have really oily skin, it might be too much for you. But as someone who has like dry combination skin and sensitive skin, this is so nice. I have repurchased this big bottle once or twice. This would be like my 2nd or 3rd time. And I've gotten the smaller bottles probably 2 or 3 times. I have repurchased this many times. So I've really missed this. And I'm so excited to have this back into my skincare routine. The next item is the Sephora Makeup Setting Spray. This is the 16-hour wear, transfer proof, sweat and humidity resistant, and it has ginseng extract. So anyway, I did purchase a setting spray from Sephora. This is the one that I picked up. It's nothing overly fancy. Is it like the greatest of all time? No. Is it better than most that I've picked up from the drugstore recently? Yes, I have had such a journey with setting sprays from the drugstore. I think I've tried like 3 or 4 and none of them were working. So I picked this one up and I'm so glad that this has been working well for me. I did have someone recommend the NYX Dewy Setting Spray, so I know that this won't last me forever. And when I run out of it, I'll just go and pick up one from the drugstore and I'll probably try that one. But I did pick up this one because a couple of others said mattifying, and I'm not a big fan of mattifying makeup on me personally. So I'm really glad that this has been working well for me because I don't always want a setting spray, but sometimes I do. And the ones that I had just were not working for me. We're getting there. We're getting to the end, I promise. So the next item is the JVN Perfect Style Fix Stick. And I got this because I am going to need it, and I tried it. And if you're looking for something to help slick your hair back, or if you're looking for something to help keep your flyaways down, this is really, really nice. It's not something that I'm going to use every day. Like, I didn't use it today, only because it is like waxy and it does stay in your hair even like the next day until like you wash it out. This is really nice. I am very happy that I purchased it, and I feel like even the day after, your hair is still fairly slicked down, which is nice, and that's what you want. So I'm excited to play around with this a little bit more. It just kind of rolls up like a deodorant, and I like how it's not overly big. Some of them were like really chunky and round, where this one I just find is nice, cute, easy to toss into a bag and go. So that's one thing that I needed and I purchased and I'm happy with. I repurchased my Sephora retractable brow pencil, probably the 10th plus time that I've repurchased this. Really love it. I think it's one of the best pencils that I've tried in a long time, especially for the price point. I also picked up my Huda Beauty face powder, and this is just in the mini, and when I finish the mini, I am going to repurchase the full size because I love this powder. I have used this almost every day since I got it in. I am obsessed with it. I love it. I haven't tried as good of a powder as this one. I think this is like my favorite powder that I have tried because I really, really love it. The only problem that I'm finding with it is, I know it's a mini, I know that, but it is such a small little opening, so it does get kind of difficult, but I can make it work. I'm tiny, I've got little hands, I can make it work, but this is so good. If you're looking for a good setting powder, I would highly recommend trying this. This is in the shade Pound Cake. Really, really love it. It's even perfect for my under eyes, and that was what I was really looking for. For the longest time, I was having a hard time finding something for under my eyes that is beautiful. This one is expensive, but it is something that I would repurchase, and probably repurchase full price as well, especially if I was in like a pinch and really needing setting powder. This one is so good. It's so good. So I'm really happy that I purchased it. The next item I got is a mini Kosas concealer. This is a really nice concealer. I really, really like it. I got the mini because I don't really need a concealer right now, but one of them that I am working on is almost done, so I just needed something, and I do really like it. The only thing with this one is it's like half a shade to a shade too dark for me, but this is going to be beautiful for me in the summer, so I am going to keep it, especially because the concealer I'm working on right now is perfect for winter and we're almost done, so this will be perfect to bring me to the summer. This concealer is a really, really nice. I love it under my eyes. It's hydrating, it's creamy, it's not drying. The coverage is really nice on it. I know that some people didn't like it. I don't use a lot of it to the point where it like cakes up or sits under fine lines. I have combination skin. I don't find that it looks drying under the skin, but I also find that with my Huda Beauty setting powder, it sets really well. But the mini was all I needed right now. I could see myself getting a bigger size throughout the year once I finish my other concealers because of how much I really, really love the formula. So the next item that I got, I used my points on. This is the Fresh Black Tea Renewal Serum. It firms and smooths visible wrinkles. And I'm excited to try this because the last thing that I had from Fresh, I believe, was lip balms, and I haven't purchased anything since. So I'm kind of curious to see how their skincare is. Another point purchase was the Dermagrade. This is the Grande mascara. I used my points on this as well. So I literally have a year's worth of mascara ready to go, which is perfect. And I've never tried these two, but I'm really excited, the Clinique and the Grande. I've heard many good things about the Grande one, so I'm excited to try it. It's the smallest one out of the 3. I thought, you know what, instead of purchasing another mascara to have like 2 that I purchased, I might as well get 2 minis from my points and use them throughout the year. So that one I'm excited to try. I won't be opening either of them because I don't want them to go bad. The next item is the color corrector from Huda Beauty in the shade Cherry Blossom. Again, for me right now, it's a tad dark. I would want one shade lighter, but we're going into the summer, so this is going to work perfectly for me. And then when I finish it, I would get a lighter shade, or if I'm not done it, but I'm going into the winter, I would get another one. This is so nice, and it's perfect for me because it helps really even out my skin tone. I have very thin skin around my eyes, so you're able to see a lot of the veins, and this just helps really correct everything. It blends into the skin so beautifully. It's so creamy. It layers so well. I had the e.l.f. putty one, and I liked it, but it's not as nice as this one, in my opinion. The e.l.f. one was a little bit more heavy and shinier, which is nice, but it was also in a pot, and that wasn't my favorite thing. Where this, I can just swipe it on and then put it back, blend it out all over, and away I go. So anyway, this here, absolutely beautiful. Again, it is like a shade too dark, but it'll work really well for me in the summer. That's kind of why I'm glad that I got the 2 in the minis, because they're going to be perfect in the summer. I can wear them now. They just look a hair too dark, but I can wear them. Like, I can pull them off. If it were like winter, absolutely not. But I feel like because we're getting closer to summer, it can work. And then in the summer, it'll be fine. The very last item is another item I used my points on. Wow, there's not very much in here, and I haven't even used it. But this is the Moroccan Oil Treatment Mist, and it comes in a little glass jar like this, and I guess you spray it. This is what I mean by there's not like much in it. It almost looks like it was used, in my opinion, unless it comes like that. But anyway, I just used my points on it. This was like 100 points. I just wanted a nice hair oil, and I got one, and I can add that to my bag of hair care products. So those are all of my makeup, hair care, skincare, beauty care items that I got from the Sephora VIB sale. I feel like I did really well. I don't feel like I went overboard, and I don't feel like I cut out things that I wanted. The only thing, again, I forgot a primer. That's okay. The only thing that I like wanted was a highlighter, but I feel like I can go get a highlighter from the drugstore. But I also have 2 highlighters that I'm trying to work on right now, so I don't feel like I need one. So I feel like everything I got was very reasonable, was very intentional. It's going to fit in my space very well. And the biggest part that I like is I got full size in the items that I know I'm going to like, and I know I'm going to love, and I know I'm going to be able to use up. Everything else is in minis, so it's going to be easier for me to work through. So let me know in the comments down below, did you guys shop the sale? Have you tried any of these? And I will see you in my next video very soon. Bye.